A feature of Photoshop that may come in handy is the styles. Over here you'll notice in the panels, next to adjustments is the styles panel. And you can see down here by moving the bottom of the panel, if you move the mouse down, you'll see you get a double-headed arrow. If you drag that down gently, it'll expose the balance of the content there. And I've got quite a few styles. You mightn't have this many, but you'll have some. So the idea is that, say for example, with the P selected here, down in our layers, and you'll notice now we've got one layer for each piece of content here. If I select the P and I come across and select, say, the very first style, it adds a series of effects to this particular object. So you can go through and look at the various styles that are there, and to be honest, you wouldn't use nearly all of them, but it does give you an idea of what you can achieve in Photoshop. Certainly gives you an idea of the variation. Mind you, some are quite nice. So this one is a wood grain effect, and it's quite nice. So let's say that my company is a cabinet making company, and this is my logo. So I like that effect. So I'll click on the T, and I'll also add that effect. And so I've now changed the way my logo type looks and put an interesting wood grain effect on my text just by using styles. Now, styles can be applied to many things within Photoshop, not just text. One thing I would also say to you in Photoshop is when you see a particular panel, and there's lots of them around, they often have this little box at the top right hand side with a little down arrow, and this holds all of the contextual adjustments for this panel. For example, a simple thing would be to change all of them to text only. Or you could have a small list. Or you could have a large list. Small thumbnail is the default. You'll notice down here that you can reset your styles, you can load some styles, and down here there are some other styles that you could get effect to. So, for example, let's try Text Effects 2. When I click on Text Effects 2, it says replace current styles with the styles from Text Effects 2 or append them. So this is how I built up more styles. I didn't replace anything. Every time I added a new set of styles, I appended them. And what happens is they go down to the bottom here. So that's the way you get more styles. So have a look at that, a handy thing to do in Photoshop.